Last week, the governor and the House Republicans dropped a property tax proposal that I believe is a disastrous proposal. It would be devastating to cities and devastating also to residential property tax payers. The timing alone, being offered in the last week before the scheduled adjournment of this legislature, tells you what you need to know. It tells you it's more about politics than about forming good public policy. This is not a product of careful investigation and debate. It is not a proposal that we should take seriously. Fortunately, some of our cities and counties have looked into the details, however, and when you get beyond the timing, the story gets even worse. Indeed, this isn't property tax relief. It's a major shift in the property tax burden to residential property tax payers. I got up yesterday morning and looked at the headline in the Ames Tribune where the city officials had run the numbers. The headline is, Branstad's plan could raise Ames taxes 21%. A 21% property tax increase. That's not what my constituents voted for last fall. Now, we all are concerned about commercial property taxes, and I have been as vocal as any in saying that we need reform. We have worked on that. We have looked at a variety of different proposals over the year. This year, in the Senate, we have formulated a commercial property tax reform proposal. I thank the various members of my caucus who helped author that proposal, but more importantly, I thank the members of this body who gave broad bipartisan support to the passage of that measure. It got not only 100% Democratic support, it got 83% support from our Republican colleagues. Clearly a bipartisan proposal. The Senate proposal is paid for. We are going to allocate, we are proposing to allocate $50 million a year initially to make up the lost revenue at the local level, to make sure that at the local level the property tax burden is not shifted onto residential property taxpayers or agricultural property taxpayers. Our proposal is paid for. We indeed propose to step up that proposal from 50 to 100 to 150, ultimately to $200 million a year in property tax relief for commercial and industrial property taxpayers. We propose to do that step up as state revenues grow, as our ability to keep our promises grow, so that we can make good on it. It's not, our proposal is not a political document. Ours is a solid public policy proposal that will grant real relief without shifting the burden onto residential property taxpayers. We have, and our proposal also has the virtue that it specifically targets small business. The small business owner, our local Main Street business owner, the people who are part of our communities, the people who live here, not some out-of-state corporation, but the people who are part of our communities and who create jobs in our communities and who contribute in so many ways to our communities, the small businesses that struggle year after year. Our proposal is targeted to help those small businesses. The governor's proposal is targeted as well, but it's targeted in a different sense. The governor's proposal puts a big bullseye target on the back of residential property taxpayers throughout this state. It is an outrageous proposal. It is not paid for. It is not backfilled. It is fiscally irresponsible. It is unconscionable. It is an attack on middle-class families already struggling to keep up with their mortgage payments, already struggling to hold on to their homes, to pay their bills, to provide for their families. And now the governor comes along with a proposal that would raise residential property taxpayers in my hometown 21%. That is totally unacceptable. The Senate must reject this. We must come together once again behind our bipartisan proposal that passed this body, that is paid for, that is fiscally responsible, that helps small businesses without harming homeowners. We need to get serious about this. No more political documents. Let's move forward with the good public policy this body has already passed. Thank you.